individuals who lost their lives so tragically decades ago, and to honor the memory and the dedicated service of the men and women of the public and private who were so diligently rescued us to be the same, and to restore Washington and New York and Pennsylvania to normalcy. I think it's more important that we gather today also, though, to make a statement to the world that America remains strong, that our resolve is unshaken, and that this country will continue and endure forever and ever. The reason we're going to do that is because of men and women like you, Americans, common, just you and me, who stand together and make this country great. I thank you for all the things that you do day in and day out as Americans in this great country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Now we're going to hear a testimony from somebody who was actually there September 11, 2001. I had the privilege of interviewing him on my radio show this week, and he was being interviewed by several people in the media throughout the week. But we're going to go ahead and hear firsthand of his experience on that fateful day, and we'd like to bring up Mr. Dwayne Harris.
Thank you, George. Wow. I've only been in Dallas about 3 weeks. Just moved here from New York City. And I'm kind of glad this event is actually on the 10th, not the 11th, because tomorrow I probably want to go to church and just pray and do a lot of meditating. 10 years ago on the 10th, I think was the last day, normal day of my life. The last day I felt kind of innocent and at peace. September 11th, it started out as a really normal day for me. In fact, it was a very beautiful, clear Tuesday morning. I was just about a block from the World Trade Center, right near the tower. And I remember thinking about what a beautiful day it was when I was praying in the dream that day. It was so clear that day that I was kind of surprised about 20 to 9, 8:46 to be exact, and I heard that I thought I was kind of crazy. It wasn't until after the second day that everyone around me realized that this is not a purpose of remember the last year, all the shock on the fire and the first thing I noticed were the number of people who were jumping out of the building. These people that I knew the kitchen were the birds that were jumping. And then they chose to jump. Another thing that people described was people who were at the top of the tower, who were waiting for the helicopter to come to visit. But we all knew that the helicopter was not something we were supposed to do because of the flash. It was slow, and nobody just knew slow. So we were looking at people who were waiting, people who were doing for Jews. And it was a very 6 minutes down half hour. One thing that a lot of people realize is that it's not like it is nothing. It's happening in a moment. People were not running around screaming. In fact, it was very calm. The most calm I've ever seen in my life. Everybody was in a state of shock. So you saw people with their mouths coming open. Families, people hugging each other, weeping. But there was no screaming, no lost control. Everybody was extremely calm. The only time there was pandemonium was about an hour later when the building collapsed. And of course, people had to run to get out of the way. There was a great cloud of smoke and dust which spread over for about 6 blocks. My brother here, had to remind me of when we were little kids, our grandmother and father, they always told us, when you see a fire or a shooting, run in the other direction. I followed that advice. The officers told us to stand back and head back towards Canal Street, which is Chinatown, and away from Wall Street. A lot of the people who got killed that day, sadly, were the people who didn't obey on orders. They went towards the building instead of away. A lot of people had loved ones still inside, so I know they were concerned. So they ran toward the building. When it collapsed, they unfortunately got caught up. Another thing that happened that day is we were concerned after the building collapsed. We didn't know if there was radiation. We didn't know if there were more planes. So there was a lot of fear that entire day. The days and weeks after were very difficult. There was a stench coming from ground zero, smell of burning flesh, smell like an electrical fire. Also, I remember the flyers that were all around town in New York of those people who had died. Family members held out false hope that maybe one of their loved ones was still alive. I don't have much time, so I want to close on, I don't want to talk about the bad. I just want to talk about the good that came out of 9/11 for me. It gave me a sense of God and country that I've never had before. First thing is, I got closer to God. I mentioned earlier, talking to my brother, when we were kids on Mother Island, used to make us read Psalms 91. And that is called the prayer of protection. You know, I got older, and I didn't pay attention to my mother. I stopped reading. I moved to New York. I started hanging out in clubs, going to JB's Club, the 4040, going to Sean Combs' Son's Restaurant, Justin. I started hanging out. So I want the young people to know, don't turn away from your religious upbringing. I want to read quickly, I'll paraphrase Psalm 91. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." Go down to verse 6. Verse 5. "Thou shalt not be afraid of the arrow that flies by day." That day, those planes were like arrows. "Nor the pestilence that waketh in the darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and thousands more at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh thee." On that day, September 11th, 1,000 fell at my right side, and 1,000 fell at my left, but it did not come near me. So I thank God for that prayer of protection. And I thank God for His country. President Roosevelt said, only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And I think President Kennedy said, let's resolve to be masters, not victims of our history. And our own current President Obama says, the greatness of this nation is not in the height of our skyscrapers, the power of our military, or the size of our economy. Our pride is based on the Declaration of Independence. That declaration, 200 years ago, said that we hold the truth to be self-evident. All men are created equal. And we are endowed by God with inalienable rights, which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The terrorists did not, cannot, and will not take that away from us. So I want all of you to go home with a sense of God and country. Go home and hug your family and your kids, because you know tomorrow is not promised to you by God. I want you to wave your flag and be patriotic. We are in the best country in the world. Thank you all, and may God bless America.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dwayne Harris.
Thank you, Dwayne. We appreciate your testimony. Next, we're going to have Ms. Darlene Ewan, who's going to acknowledge our elected officials. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for all of you coming out. I'm here on behalf of the Dallas County Democratic Party, and I also want to introduce some of the elected officials who are here that you've not met. Representing our judiciary is Judge Jim Martin, who is here today, and also David Diaz, who is one of our candidates for 162nd District Court. And we also have people who are basically the foundation of our party, some precinct chairs. Claudia Fowler, who's actually with the Urban League, but she serves as the precinct chair. Mr. Curtis Evans, Senator Westphal, is also one of our precinct chairs. I want to thank Ms. Pemberton for organizing this event, bringing all of us here. Especially, I know there's so many young people here, many of whom probably have no memory of that day that some of us have. As an old Girl Scout, I like to see that Girl Scouting is alive and well in Northeast Texas. So I want to thank all of y'all. Some of y'all were here early, 6:30. I want to thank the Titans for everything that they did and their drum corps. They got this thing going. The Civil Air Patrol, I want to thank them and everyone who's involved in things, particularly our police and fire who protect us every single day. We thank you. So on behalf of Southwest Mall, which made this event possible, and Ms. Pemberton, I want to thank all of you for coming out. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you remember these events, not just for the tragedy and remembering those who lost their lives, but remembering that we're here, we're still strong, we're still the greatest country in the world, and let's remember that, and God bless America. Thank you.
I want to thank Ms. Darlene Ewan and our elected officials for representing. And now we're down, Cheryl, to our last part of the program. And we're going to bring on Ms. Linda Collins, who's going to sing a song for us. You have anything to say?
Oh, we're not, okay, we're going to bring on the our drum line. They're going to come and perform now.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate being part of this program. As they found out, Clara Oliver Drumline and marching and dancers and marching and marchers will be coming.
Oh, we gotta watch that.